Hey guys, it's John. I'm going to do this whole video in one take because that's how we do things here. I refuse to record this multiple times because I sneezed or said mispronounced a word or stumbled over my words. Anyway, let's re-record that. Okay, no, but seriously. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. All right, 2023 has been a rough time for me, my content direction. I'm gonna be doing this a lot, so you know that I'm for real. So this might be a little repetitive because I posted a video very similarly to this on this channel a couple months ago, anticipating that I was gonna announce this on the main channel much sooner. But basically what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing all my gaming content on this channel, on John Twolf, for the foreseeable future. I'm hesitant to say it's a permanent change because I think we've been burnt by my permanent changes before when I created Wolf Watch and I was like, here's where the non-gaming videos will go. And then I thought better of it, which I'm glad I did, because that was a dumb decision and I shouldn't have done that. Instead, I posted that stuff on the main channel and it blew up. So it would have just died a lonely death on a brand new second channel. I also made my DBD channel, and now I no longer really play DBD. So that channel's kind of languishing. And I just started like thinking about all these times that I'm like, this is where I'm gonna do this thing from now on. And so I decided that this time I'm gonna say, I'm gonna try this out and we'll see how it goes. So far, if you're watching this video and this is your first time on my second channel, John Twolf, by the way, it's a pun, to Wolf, John Wolf 2, John Twolf. Lots of people don't, they call it like John T. Wolf. And I'm like, why would I name it that? Anyway, what was I even saying? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I thought maybe I could fake remembering what I was talking about and it would just come to me, and then that didn't happen. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is I'm going to see how this goes, and if you're watching this and this is your first time here on the second channel, I've actually been posting daily here for like 2 or even 3 months now. Here's some of what we've done, if you're curious. We posted a full visual novel playthrough for the game called Zero Time Dilemma. That started in September, I think, maybe October. And then I played through Spider-Man Remastered. I also played through Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways DLC. That's all up. You can watch that right now. There's four parts to it. I played through the entirety of Alan Wake 2. A lot of people, I've gotten a lot of comments on the main channel like, where's the rest of Alan Wake 2? Hey, when are you gonna post the rest of Alan Wake 2? You just posted part 1 and then didn't do anything. And I'm like, my brother in Christ, did you not see the end of the video where I said the following videos will all be on my second channel, John Twolf? And then it's like, it kind of tilts me a little bit because I'm like, you're waiting for part 2, but you didn't even finish part 1. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, if you want to watch Alan Wake 2, all 18 parts are up. I finished the entire game about a month and a half ago, so you can watch that at your leisure. And then, let's see, we did Spider-Man Remastered, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, which we're just wrapping up now. And I just started White Day 2, The Flower That Tells Lies, the other day. So, playing a lot of stuff here. If it wasn't obvious by my description of what we've been playing, this is a variety channel. It's a variety gaming channel, just like my main channel originally was. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think I've just been posting horror games for 12 straight years, and it's true that one of my early playthroughs was Amnesia: The Dark Descent, but my first playthrough was actually Portal 2. The videos are private now because it's a terrible playthrough, but that was my first playthrough. I also played through Half-Life 2 all the way through back in 2012. I played through BioShock, The Walking Dead, Telltale's Walking Dead. I played all 4 seasons of that. I played through The Last of Us. I played through BioShock Infinite. I played through like lots of non-horror games, especially in the beginning. And over the years, probably around when I went full time in 2015, it kind of changed into mostly a horror only channel. But this one is going to be variety. So I've got a list of games that I want to play in 2024, which I'll be sharing with you in just a moment. But I am going to be posting horror game videos on here, as evidenced by the White Day 2 playthrough that we currently have going on. But this isn't going to be a horror only channel, so I want to set expectations early on that. It's not going to be everyday random horror games. It's not even going to be every week, or every, maybe there might even be months where there's no horror games. And I'm okay with that. That's what I think I really need to start doing. I think with my main channel, I started to really kind of feel like I resented video games, or like I wasn't interested in them anymore. And it's because all I was doing was playing indie horror games, and I wasn't playing anything else. The Game Awards would come around and I'd be like, I've only played like one of those games for Game of the Year, and it was the Resident Evil games. And I just feel like I've kind of gone out of touch with it, because I like a lot of different genres. I'm, you know, and it's not a great recipe for a successful YouTube channel to be like, I like point-and-click adventure games. I like RPGs. I like shooters. I like, you know, walking simulators. I like all these different types of games, but I've been kind of forced with the main channel to only post one type of game over and over and over again, and it was driving me nuts. But I didn't know how to get out of it without destroying my career, just point blank. And now that I finally, you know, like I warned for years that I was doing, you know, that I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start posting non-gaming videos. Yes, and then I chickened out every time. But I finally started doing it in the last few months, and wouldn't you know it, the videos popped off. They did really well, and my main channel is in like, it's doing better than it has in years, maybe ever. Just the, you know, not just talking about like views and stuff, but also like the excitement that's in the comments on there is different than what I'm used to. I love reading the comments, which is strange. You know, no offense to everybody that watches the gaming videos, but you know, I don't get 5-paragraph diatribes about how I dared to use Rivers of Blood in my Elden Ring playthrough on the non-gaming videos. People just aren't like that outside of gaming audiences. And so I've really just enjoyed that. And I don't know if it's because it's like new and different, or because I just prefer it, but I'm excited to find out. But with that said, I don't want to abandon gaming. I don't want to just be like, right, no more gaming ever. So I thought a good solution would be to post gaming videos on this channel from now on. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. And I've been having a lot of fun with it so far. This has been really great. I've loved posting whatever I want on here. I loved posting the Spider-Man games and being like, 1K views, don't care. You know, I'm posting them anyway. And I've been posting every single day. I've been doing a great job. I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back here of keeping on top of things and, you know, getting back to that daily uploads. And the reason I'm able to do that is because the videos are mostly uncut. Sometimes there's like a cut here and a cut there, but they're not edited like my main channel videos were. And so I've been able to get them out quicker, and I just feel like that's a better fit for me. I think I was on the main channel, I was like, you know, I was working with my editor Max on a lot of these gaming videos that went up, and I would like micromanage things, and I would want, you know, I'd be like, I want an edited 4-hour video of My Friendly Neighborhood, you know, the full game. We're not going to do this in parts. We're going to do one big video. And I kept doing that, and just like overthinking things, and like, if I'm going to upload something, it's got to be really good. And I was trying to make quality content out of Let's Plays, which some people can do that. I figured out, I think that's not my style. If I'm going to make that style of video, it's going to be like a commentary or a reaction video. And I think that's worked out for me. And this gaming stuff, you know, I think that what I've been doing the past few months is working out for me, just mentally and productivity wise. And from what I've seen in the comments, you know, everybody seems to like it. that's one thing I wanted to hold off on mentioning it, like as a formal announcement, that I'm doing this gaming stuff here on this channel, because like if I got a feedback from people that were like, dude, this uncut stuff ain't it. This is not good. I don't like this, you know. And then I'd be like, right, well, I just won't do that. But the feedback was really good, and so I'm confident in going into 2024, trying to post every day on this channel, maybe twice per day. We've been doing twice per day lately, and you know, it may have something to do with December ad revenue being really high, but you know, I'd like to do, actually, if we could do 2 videos a day in 2024 on this channel, I don't see why that would be out of the question. Not all the time, but some of the time. I think the only time that I might go out of regularity with uploads is in between playthroughs. There might be a couple of days in between playthroughs where I just am not posting anything. But if I am posting a playthrough, there'll be a new video every day. And that's something you can take to the bank. But yeah, if you have any questions about this stuff, I can't imagine what questions you might have, but feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll be active in the comment section of this video, replying to stuff. I may take a little bit of time because I've got the big charity stream tomorrow, and I'll be busy with that. But then I'll come back to this video and you know, respond and stuff. One thing I do want to make clear is that, you know, this video, while ads are on the videos and I am making money from the videos here, I'm also trying to treat this as like a just for me thing. It's not just for me because I want to make videos that you guys enjoy, obviously. And if I'm not doing that, then I don't see a point in it. I'll just play video games in my spare time, not record them. But I also want to make this be like a more casual, laid back, like, you know, just for me type of thing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And so, on that note, if you are annoying in the comments, if you're malicious, if you're insulting, I'm just going to ban you. So, don't, you know, I was really lackadaisical with that on the main channel. Believe it or not, over my 12, almost 13 years on the main channel, I probably haven't banned more than 100 people. I don't know how many exactly, but it basically, I banned people if they like said a slur or something, or if they were just like really over the top, you know, they left like 40 comments all insulting me or something. I'd be like, yeah, we'll get rid of you. But on this channel, I'm going to be much more just like one strike, you're out type of thing. And don't worry, I'm not going to be like crazy with it. You know, like if you joke around or something and I'm like, I misinterpret your joke and I'm like, they're gone. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be like, there's no way to misinterpret this type of thing, you know, that I would ban people for. But, you know, most, like 99% of you aren't gonna have to worry about that. So basically I'm just saying, don't worry, I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I am just gonna be like, yeah, bye. Because it's not really worth my time to argue with people about how I play video games. It's just, that's always the approach that I've had with it. Some people have, one criticism that's been leveled at me over the years is that, well, John doesn't know how to take criticism. And the criticism that they're almost always talking about is that they corrected me on how I played a game, and they did so in like a rude way, like a really rude way, and I argued with them about it, and they're like, you just can't take criticism. And I'm like, well, I don't really consider it criticism, like correcting how I played a fucking video game. I consider that just you being a dick. And, you know, I've gotten lots of criticism on my non-gaming videos that I'm like, see, this is criticism, because they're like criticizing something that I said, or like a statement that I made, or like, I don't know, an argument I was making. Like, those are criticisms. Being like, oh, he missed the note in that one room because he wasn't exploring thoroughly enough, and then he acts confused later, and it was your own fault, and he blames the game. That's not criticism. That's just you taking this shit way too seriously. So bye-bye. Wanted to make that perfectly clear. This isn't gonna be the fucking Wild West like my main channel was. If I get to the point where I want to respond to you and say something rude, I'm just going to ban you instead, because I just don't have time to argue with people over the internet anymore. I really can't. I can't do that. Nor do I want to. But yeah, okay. Now that we've established that, let's go into some of my plans coming up in 2024, which is a much more fun topic. Yeah, let's see. We're finishing up Spider-Man 2 before Christmas, and also finishing up White Day 2 Episode 1 before Christmas. It'll be the next video. Episode 3 is Part 3 is the last one. And then after that, I'm probably not going to post anything over Christmas and until the new year. I'm probably going to take that time off. So I won't really be off because I'll be preparing videos for 2024 for January 1st. But probably won't be posting anything from Christmas to New Year's, just to prepare you. And then starting January 1st, we'll be starting new playthroughs. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but here's some ideas that I wrote down. Okay. And feel free to let me know what you think about these, okay? So as far as new playthroughs go, like games I've never played before, I wrote down Subnautica. I've never played Subnautica. Would love to check it out. And, you know, if we post a 40-part Subnautica playthrough, this is the place to do it, right? All bets are off. Outer Wilds. I've wanted to play Outer Wilds for like 3 years. Would love to check that out. Hades is a game that I've never played. So, Hades 2 comes out in Q2 next year, and before it comes out, I'd like to play Hades. So that's like an immediate priority for me. I'd love to play Control, because lots of people told me it's really good after playing Alan Wake 2, so I'd like to check that out. I wrote down Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if I'll be able to get to this one. I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2. In fact, I've never finished a Rockstar game, or really played through a Rockstar game a substantial amount. I always get like a few hours into them, and then I get distracted, like being like, I could do whatever I want, and like running around just messing with people, and then I never get back on the main story. So, but if I had a playthrough, I think I'd have to stay on the straight and narrow. So Red Dead Redemption 2, never played it. There's a PC port out. I own it on PS4. I believe it's still in the shrink wrap. Let's see. Dishonored, I wrote down, but I've played through Dishonored before, so I don't know why it was a new playthrough. But I'd like to play through that. I'd also like to play through Dishonored 2 at some point, but I just like stealth games. I've got like a stealth game itch. I wrote down Ghostwire Tokyo, but honestly, my interest in that is like not super high. I wrote down Batman Arkham games because the Spider-Man playthroughs, I was just like, man, Batman Arkham was really good. So playing through like Asylum, I never finished City. I finished Asylum, but never City. And then there's like 2 other ones, Arkham Knight. I don't know. Could check those out. I wrote down Life is Strange True Colors because I played through the original Life is Strange, and I know it's kind of cringe, but I kind of liked it. There's like a part of me that was like kind of thrilled by it a little bit. To, you know, all the crazy bad writing and everything. I thought it was like strangely impactful in some ways. And I've heard True Colors is good, better than Life is Strange 2, which I couldn't finish. Just 2 boys walking around in the forest for an hour and a half. I was just like, I don't know what's going on, but I heard True Colors is better. As far as other games go, I would like to do Soulsborne games here. Now, since they are uncut playthroughs, this might be kind of painful. We'll have to see how this works out. This is going to be an experiment. But I wrote down Demon's Souls. Now that I have a PS5, we could play the Demon's Souls remake. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and Sekiro. Again, I'll have to see how this goes with the uncut thing and all, because if I'm going to sit there and like just cut up these videos and spend a lot of time on that ain't going to work for me. So I'll have to see how that works. Some horror games I wrote down. Homebody, which is the Game Grumps game. I've heard good things about it. I wanted to check it out. I just never have gotten the chance. Bramble the Mountain King, I wrote down because that was one of the best horror games of the last year, and I feel like I'm behind and not checking it out. I also wrote down Chasing Static, which is a game I've been wanting to play for a while, but it's like a longer game, so it didn't really fit with my main channel stuff that was happening. Dead Signal. Now, this is the new game from the Welcome to the Game developer. And the problem with those games is that, like, Welcome to the Game 2 and Scrutinized took me, like, I don't know, 30 hours to get through. And probably the total video playthrough that you guys saw was, like, 4 hours. So, like, when you play through, like, 20, 30 hours of the game and you only show 4 hours, that's a massive time investment. And so I don't really know how realistic it is that I'll be able to play Dead Signal for you guys, especially uncut, but I'll try to think of a way to do it. Fears to Fathom new episode 4. Need to play that. Just wanted to acknowledge it. Chilla's Art games. There's, like, I think at this point there's a third one that just came out that I haven't played. So there's 3 Chilla's Art games I haven't played. The last one that I played was, I think, in the summer. Yeah. And so I need to catch up on those. And I've also got some replays that I want to do. Hollow Knight. I'd love to do a Hollow Knight replay. Especially with Silksong coming out next year. I don't know. We don't have a release date. A lot of people joke it will never happen. This is ambitious, but I'd love to do a Witcher 3 replay. Let me explain why. Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games, but I only played through it on the normal difficulty, and I found the combat and everything to be like the weakest part of the game for me. But I've heard that if you play Witcher 3 on the highest difficulty, it actually helps a lot with the combat. The highest difficulty is called Death March. I've never played through it on Death March. And so I was thinking, you know, I might walk this back because, again, uncut playthroughs. It'll probably be pretty challenging. I have to do the same parts over and over. But playing through Witcher 3 on Death March and having to take a new angle for the game might be kind of cool. Also, I was playing it for Kimmy for a while because I was like, Kimmy, you gotta at least experience the story of this game. Witcher 3 is so good. She watched me play it for a little bit, but then we got distracted doing other stuff. And I was thinking it would be cool to do a series for her to watch. And, you know, all the rest of these playthroughs, you know, are kind of just for us. But that one I kind of like to do for Kimmy. So I'm still mulling over how I can do that. But Witcher 3, that'd be a long one, obviously. Obviously, I wouldn't 100% that one. Main quest only, except for the interesting side quests. I also wrote down Cuphead. Now, Cuphead's sort of a replay, but I never finished it. I got to, I think, Island 3 or 4 towards the end, and then I just never finished it. So I'd like to go through and play through that again. Again, this is going to be a tough one with the uncut format, but maybe it can work. New games coming out next year. In February, we have Persona 3 Reload. That's February 2nd. So the thing is, if I commit to playing Persona 3 Reload, that is going to be like a 60-part playthrough or something. So I don't know about that one, but I'd love to try it. We got the Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake coming out the end of February. We've got Alone in the Dark, the new Alone in the Dark game, coming out March 20th. So I want to play that one for sure. And when it comes to like new AAA horror games, they're all going to go on here. So like Silent Hill 2 remake, if that comes out next year, that'll be on this channel. Let's see, Little Nightmares 3, another one. There's a game called Replaced. It's like a dark cyberpunk sort of pixelated side-scrolling RPG or something. I don't know. It looks awesome though. I've been waiting for that game for like 2 years. Probably my most anticipated game of 2024, to be perfectly honest. Hellblade 2, which I need to add this to the list, but Hellblade, the original Hellblade, I need to play as well. I just added it to the list. Hellblade 2 comes out next year, but I've never played the original, so might do that on this channel as well. The Wolf Among Us 2 coming out next year. Gotta play that. That's a must play. And then I wrote Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And then in parentheses, I wrote gotta play 1 first. So these are a lot of games. Oh, I also wrote down Elden Ring DLC. So this is a lot of games. This is a lot of games to commit to playing in 1 year. Especially considering some of these are going to take multiple months, like Persona 3 Reload or Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1 or 2, as well as, you know, Witcher 3 if I do that, any of the Souls games. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to like pace these out. What I'd like to do is maybe have like one long playthrough happening, like a one of the ones I just mentioned, like a Persona 3 Reload, for example, and then have shorter ones running alongside of it. So play Persona 3 Reload, but then in the background be playing through like, you know, Bramble the Mountain King, and like, you know, three parts maybe is what I'm thinking, or like, you know, 6 parts of Hellblade, you know, all while playing through the long game. And so that way there's always something else happening. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it right now, but I'm open to suggestions and thoughts. But yeah, those are some of my initial ideas. Now, you know, whoever like who knows, I might just like end up being like, today we're playing Gabriel Knight Sins of the Fathers, you know, an old 1992 Sierra point and click adventure game. I'd probably play the remake, actually. I'd like to check that out if I were to do that, in all seriousness. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on what's going on with this channel in 2024. And I think that's it. The only further question I can think of that you might be asking is like, why? Why is this happening? Why are you doing this? Why not just post the games on the main channel? The reason is because, you know, like I've been wanting to do for years, I've been wanting to post non-gaming stuff on the main channel. I don't want to post both non-gaming and gaming stuff on the main channel, because that is just going to really dilute the audience, because you guys, like the people that are really into the games and stuff, aren't gonna want to watch the non-gaming stuff, just in general. I know some of you watch both, and that's great. Love you. But, you know, just by and large, gaming audiences, what I've figured out is that when it comes to non-gaming stuff, they're just not interested. No matter who it is, no matter what the topic is, they just don't care. And that's been a bitter pill to swallow. But, you know, that's just kind of how it is. And for a lot of non-gaming audiences, it's similar. They're not going to want to watch gaming stuff at all. If they watch, you know, the video where I tear down like a Netflix ghost hunting show, they're not going to want to do Let's Play White Day 2 Part 1 after that. That's just two completely different vibes, two completely different interests. And so for me, it's just better to put that stuff here. Like, this is the new gaming hub, and, you know, sadly it's no longer my main thing, but I'm still doing it. And so I consider the stuff that I'm doing on the main channel to be more of my flagship content that I put a lot of effort and I try really hard to like make a high quality video for. And this channel is more just like the gaming stuff, because another thing that has been a bitter pill to swallow is that, you know, like you guys have told me in the comments here, all the highly edited, you know, work that we were doing on the main channel for gaming videos, for Let's Plays for years, was not really, you know, appreciated. And, you know, that's just how it happens sometimes. You know, people that want to watch gaming stuff just want to see the game. And, you know, for me on the main channel, I think I realized that, but I still, for me, I was just like, I can't just go to work every day and post like uncut stuff and not do anything else. That's to me, like I'd rather have a 9-to-5 job. I really would rather. Like if this channel was all that I was doing, I would have to find something else to do that like challenged me more. So I'm really happy with how I have it currently set up. I think this is going to work out great. Whereas like the main channel, I'm working on stuff that I'm like really passionate about and really want to make like great, high quality, entertaining videos for. And then here is where I can engage with my gaming hobby and still, you know, create videos for the people that have followed me all those years just for the gaming stuff. But I don't have to, you know, make my entire identity about it. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to like talk down about the gaming stuff, but it's, you know, at a certain point it just became kind of like too much for me. Like I couldn't stand to just do that anymore. And so now I'm able to do both. And I think that this is a system that will make everybody happy. Everybody, you know, with the asterisk reading 99%, because there's always going to be something that's unhappy, right? But I think this is a fair way to set it up. So I'm going to shut up now because I've been talking for 30 straight minutes, and I'll see y'all in the comments, I guess. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Think critically.